We're on DK. It's based on the ISO of ArcoLinux B. You can base it on the ISO of ArcoLinux.org. That's the video I've just made. This one is, we have ArcoLinux B DK. What if I want to change the polybar, right? Let's focus on one thing. Super Shift D, Sublime Text, or Super D as something nicer, but the same thing basically. Launch Sublime Text. What I've already done is put this DK folder in there. So just drop it, drag and drop, or open the folder. And then you go and have a look. So we have here the polybar. Let's close up stuff that we don't need. We're not gonna talk about the launcher, nor the scripts, nor this, nor that. Just the polybar. So there are some scripts in here in the polybar, but the config ini is what I've done and renewed. Maybe you've seen that, and I know of course that polybar, everything gets updated all the time, but polybar certainly has seen its updates, and it used to be called config, and they're naming it now config.ini, so I followed that reasoning. And I'm using, of course, the same file name in here. We launch it, we check out what is this, how many desktops are there, and let's put a polybar on each of them. Okay, so that's just launching polybar. And this is the config ini. So like I said, I've thrown out a lot of stuff that is wrong, basically. Wrong in the sense that it will be deprecated, depreciated, it will go away when launching polybar. So if we, what did I do in before all of this, before the release, is basically launch this. Let me close the door first. There are ghosts in the house, they open the door. So if you launch SH, you see that there are more or less, well, there are no errors anymore, right? Back in the days when we started with the original configuration of polybar that we still use in the others, then I saw there were lots of deprecated stuff, and this is the normal look, right? Just loading this, loading that, loading font, cool, no errors. So that's how you check it out. If you change stuff in polybar and you want to know what did I do wrong, right? It will tell you what's wrong. So nothing is actually wrong, but there are some changes in naming convention, so hence that deprecated or depreciated that you should change. So that's one thing has been changed. Let's kill Super Q, this one, config ini. So we see a lot of information. So if we go to, for instance, the idea that margin top is 2, margin bottom is 0, where can we tell him to go to the bottom, for example? Bottom is true. Save, and there you go, right? First little thing is the side maybe would be nice if blah blah blah, right? It's down there. The width 100%, maybe, I don't know if that would be a good idea. I've never tried, so let's play around. Save, Super Shift R. Yeah, then it's going to put the space down here, which is not that good. Bottom true, override, so not a good idea. Control Z, save, and we're back. There are colors that we can set, colors background. Okay, the coloring is set somewhere else. There are still some stuff in here that I need to clean up, like this one for instance, but as you see, it actually works, probably because of this guy. But might be some other reason. So as usual, it is still a work in progress. The PA volume here, fall back. Let's see, that's the main bar. So in here we do a scroll up, scroll down. I'm guessing it's that one, right? Try if you think that's important for you. So let's look a little bit more to the design. Here are some colors. I don't know if I can still find it. It's always a problem because I tend to forget as I am much more working in the other editor from Visual Studio, right? Code. Is this install package control? I think we need to do this, and then it was going to for command palette projects. I'm looking for something that can show me the colors. That's what I'm looking for. Custom and theme. What was it again? Browse packages? Nah, not browse packages. The coloring, adding stuff to the command palette. Command palette? Yeah, maybe. Install package, cool. And then, yes, that's what I want. And now, that's always a problem. Hexadecimal color. Color editor, color sublime, was that a word? Plugin for color sublime, color convert, color highlighter. Let's see, color highlighter. Thank you. I don't see any colors. Settings defaults. I guess that's not the one. Tools, command palette, install package, color converter, sublime. What's this? Color picker, no. Color scheme, no. Don't want color schemes. I want hexadecimals to be translated into a visual color. Hexadecimal color. Color view. Like I said, it's misery. Oh, maybe I've written it in the ArcoLinux Nemesis, right? Data, ArcoLinux Nemesis, personal settings, Sublime text. Sublime text, preferences, color hints is the name. Color hints, okay. Color hints. And action, no action. There we go. So this is the foreground active, that's the foreground, that's the background, which it doesn't get because it's transparent maybe. Occupied active, alert, and on other coloring systems. Okay, so we could make this color, well, the color's down here. Let's go for another wallpaper. Let's take something reddish, for example. What if I have a wallpaper that's red and I'd like to change these blue things into something reddish? So the active is this color. Red is of course something we know out of our mind. Of course, like so. And this is red now. This is red, that is red. Question is, of course, that's the occupied active, and that's the foreground active. Maybe the red is more for this guy, 0, 0, 0, 0, and a little softer, I don't know, AA, something like that. Save. Let's have a look. So this is the active one, that's the less active one, and from now on this is how it works. White looks good, right? Or else it doesn't, and then you go back into the code and I say, okay, that white is something I don't want, so the foreground is this, maybe a little bit too white, why not? How about B? It's actually more grayish, but okay. Let's see. Not bad. So softer for the eyes. We have this underline thing which bugs me now. I just noticed the blue line underneath. That's active. What's this? That's EWMH. All right. Find. There's several of them. And here as well there are some colors, underline color, right? So I think I took B or something, but why not take something different? So AA and then 0, 0, 0, 0, also red, but a different kind of red, right? Playing around with some stuff here as well. So this is a kind of date thing, right? So you go and have a look where that is. You scroll up, so best is just grab it here, scroll up, and at the top somewhere we see here date, break, power menu. So date and then power menu, maybe the date a different color, maybe this one in red. So Rofi, Control find, and we have colors. So this is the design. Foreground is a white color. So if you want to define it as something reddish, let's first see that it works. So now it's red. So, right. Maybe it liked something else. And one of the things that is interesting is actually go to Google or something else and go type in a color and it gets it, right? So FF0000, and then you have something where you can go over and say, okay, gonna go this thing, and then you say hexadecimal, go over here and say this is the one I need, and save, cancel, and there you go. It's softer than before. All right, so we can be colorful, right? If you want to see B in yellow, then you do see B in yellow. So change background, find, and the color is this one. That's the foreground color, but if you want to have your own color, let's find something yellowish like this. Nah, too much. Yeah, click. 16, well, 60 million. Yeah, I think so. Enough colors to choose from. Save. This is getting colorful, right? And you can play around with all these separate things like Firefox. And go for Firefox. And again, here's a color. How about green or no? Normally it's orange, right? Firefox is orange, so I need to have something a little bit stronger in orange. Really orange. Something like that. Click. This is fun. And that's what you do. Any Linux system out there, change it the way you like it. And I made a mistake, and that's cool. So now you know that's the background. So maybe you'd like to have the background. So all these spaces, these elements have a background. Not what I want, but okay. So it's gonna be this one, the foreground. Save. Okay, and you can keep on going, and that was the point of the video. Just have a look at what's in here and then change whatever you like, and maybe add GIMP to it, right? Well, add GIMP to it, so maybe, why not? I did not install GIMP, I think. So we go up here, and after minstick, for instance, GIMP. Save. And there he is. Okay. And if you install GIMP, big if, sudo pacman -s GIMP. If you install GIMP, it will cost you a few kilobytes, megabytes, and then you click on it. And there you go. Enjoy going over all the possibilities and keep track of the changes, right? And make sure your own configuration is online somewhere, so that you don't accidentally overwrite hours of work, that you have it somewhere safe online, because things might fail, might break, and then you are, yeah, it's a pity, basically. All right, enjoy rising your polybar. Cheers.